Right, good evening on this slightly earlier than normal President's News. It's the 7th of April. I don't need to look at my watch because I have to race home after President's News because Coleman Corry, my firstborn, is no longer a teenager. He is 20 today. It's his birthday. So that's why President's News is a little bit of a scramble this evening because I do have to go home and make a meal. There are a couple of other notable birthdays this week, tipped to me by John Turner. Thank you, John. He's let me know that Club 10 Mile champ Luca Ercolani, I believe, has his birthday this weekend. And also Sara Elmquist, who normally I can keep up with in mob matches, but that hasn't been tested for a few years, so I think she probably would have the edge on me now. She also celebrates a birthday this weekend too. Now, a quick apology to CharlotteStickings. I can't imagine that I could have said that you were as old as your aging husband. That's aging, not Asian. So a deep apology, Charlotte. I know that you won't hit 50 for at least another decade. So just want to get that in there. It's of course all Claire Ostrich's fault for her misinformation. So just want to put blame where it is due. Other catch-ups from last week's President's News. We did, of course, have a sensational 300 club draw where past President Richard Coles won, I think, £25. His wife Ali has very generously donated that back into the club. So thank you very, very much. So wishing them both well. And past President Stephen Hollingdale won 2 prizes, which he has also pushed back into the club as well. So thanks very, very much for recycling those generous donations back to us and those winnings from the 300 Club. You can probably see behind me, we have the Bees Academy back at the track doing their stuff at the moment. So that's really great. We do, of course, have the Development Day on the 25th of April. Which will be absolutely terrific for recruitment for the youngsters and also letting them have a chance at trying out the sport. We are going to need helpers for that, so if you can give up some of your time on the 25th of April to come and help, that would be really, really appreciated by the club. And thank you very much for Paul Byfield, really, I think, moving heaven and earth to try and get that on for us this year, and that is always such a terrific event. And probably now, some of those youngsters that we had at Development Days a few years ago are now some of the, the real heroes of the club. So really, really great that we have that event on. Adrian has just passed me the details for the Wednesday Nighters Challenge. It's north, south, east and west. When you're going out for your run this week, if you can get anywhere with one of those directions in, that would be really terrific. He'd like to have that flag back Wednesday Nighters. Also, if you don't know, of course, we do have the Greenwich Meridian running through the park at Coney Hall as well. So maybe that's something to check out on your fly past as well. Right now, the main event, of course, we have 2 new vice presidents to introduce to the club. Actually, I think for their impact, they should be well known. But it's ladies first. I'd like to invite Holly Platt over. Holly, who's done so much for us on the social media front and really has revolutionised that. She, I hope, will be competing at this weekend's open meeting, but normally she manages to compete and also film the races too. So really had a great impact on us. Holly, congratulations. Here is your brooch. Would you like to say a little bit to the club? I mean, you say so much through your work.
Just thank you to everyone for this, and yeah.
Well, thanks very much, Holly. It's great for everyone to see you. They normally see all your work product, all those great things that you get out there on the feed. And then the other one, of course, is John Hubbard. Very great to have John introduced at the track because he is our track secretary. He has been working hard. We've, of course, got this open meeting coming up, as I mentioned. John, thanks a lot for all your work, not just last season, but also, you know, previous seasons too, and all your work with the, you know, the YDL teams with Tim Souter as well. A very worthy vice president. I'm glad the club supported that nomination.
Thank you, and I'm truly deeply honoured to have been made vice president. But while I've got the camera and the mic, Nick said I could give a couple of plugs for upcoming things. So the main thing is that you can't have athletics without athletes, obviously, and you can't have athletics without the officials to run the events. We can always use more officials. So two things. If you are already an official and you haven't yet responded to my pleas for help for open meetings and league matches during the rest of the season, please do get back to me. If you are a club member who would like to give officiating a go, please contact me. I'll put my email address on the comments to this video and onto the Facebook page. It really isn't a very scary thing to do once you start doing it, and you get so close to the action. You get the best seat in the house when it comes to watching our great athletes perform. So do get in touch. Look forward to seeing you here and at league matches for the rest of the season.
That's absolutely right. And then also, just because of COVID, if we could have, we still probably need people cleaning blocks to be that kind of stuff.
Not for this Sunday,
Oh,
because there's no sprints this Sunday,
Okay.
but for the 17th of May, we will need block cleaners.
I think some of those 600-metre runners are going to treat it like a sprint.
Are they? Right.
No, that's absolutely terrific. Thanks very, very much, John. Right, I'm trying to think if there's anything else to remind you of on this express edition of President's News, but I don't think there is. Anyway, thank you very, very much for listening in. Congratulations to our newest vice presidents. Really glad to be able to recognise their achievements. And I look forward to speaking to you all next week when we will have had our open meeting, and we should have some athletics results to let you know about. All right, stay safe. Have a great week. Thank you very much. Goodbye.